We live in a much more informed era than ever, right? Years ago, if you had an issue, you couldn't just go on YouTube and watch it. And in today's video, I want to talk about one of the concerns that I have with homeowners, folks like maybe you, that are doing some of the things that they wouldn't normally do because they're better informed. Now, I don't think that that's a horrible thing, but one concern that I have that I'm starting to see some homeowners do is they'll jump in and clean their own coils on their heating and air system. Now, is that a horrible thing? I think if you know what you're doing, I think cleaning a coil is actually pretty basic. However, my concern with this, and the reason I decided to do a video, is there's a lot of coil cleaners out there that can actually do more harm than good if you don't know what you're doing. And so my first tip in all of this as we go down this road is making sure that you are reading the instructions. If you purchase some coil cleaner, whether you bought it online or you went to a store and bought it, read those instructions on that bottle or can. Make sure that you are doing things properly as far as the product itself goes. Some of them actually have acidity in there, or they're corrosive in some way. And you might say, well, why would I want to spray something like that on my unit? Well, in some cases, they clean really well, and as long as you rinse them and follow the instructions, you should be okay. But the flip side of that coin is also reading the instructions of your heating and air system. And I think in the day and age we are, because we are a more informed society, right? You should be able to Google or go somewhere and find the instruction manual to your heating and air system and make sure you read through that as well. And the reason is some systems may have coils that you're not supposed to use specific cleaners on. So if you go using a cleaner that you read the instructions and you understood the acidity or how corrosive or how uncorrosive it is, and you think you're good to go, but then you go spraying it on your heating and air system, and maybe it has a specific type of coil, whether it's microchannel, whether it's spine fin, so many variables there, and you want to make sure that you read the instructions of your system. One example I'll give you is we recently did some work on a system that it literally had a sticker on it that said, do not use any sort of cleaners on this coil. Make sure you only use water. And so if you're going to be a handyman or a do-it-yourself type person, you're not going to call a pro, make sure you read all of those instructions and make sure that you avoid some of the problems that I have seen where folks actually do more harm than good. And the last thing I'll say, if you can rinse the coil, even with some of these coil cleaners that are rinseless, they don't require the rinsing, it still might be a good idea, if possible, to rinse it off of there regardless. And again, I would just defer to you the instructions on it, so that way, again, you don't have more issues. Have an opinion on this? I'd love to hear it. Please comment down below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll enjoy this one even more. It's where I go over 5 upgrades every single heating and air system should have. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.